So, this is one of my messages. This is Fisherman Network. That's what I like to call it. That's the name of my YouTube channel. If you don't already, please subscribe. I'm going to put the link on my bio. Please subscribe. We're going to dive into the Word. This is going on IGTV for those who need to listen to the Word more, need to dive in. You're going to watch more of these messages on IGTV. But listen, today we're going to talk about something very powerful, and it's on capturing your thoughts. And I like to do this every Sunday. God has instructed me to do this every Sunday because Sunday is the beginning of the week. I want you to go into the week with something to think about, with something to dive into, with something that can motivate you to want to move in the realm of God. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this not for me, but for the advancement of the kingdom of God. I pray for it every day, that God should use me for the advancement of his kingdom. Let's go straight into the Word. I pray that as you're listening to this, God will minister to you and God will breathe a new life in you like never before. Let's go straight into the Word. I want to read from 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4 to 5. It says, since the weapons of our warfare are not flesh, but are powerful through God for the demolition of strongholds, we demolish arguments and every proud thing that is raised up against the knowledge of God, and we take every thought captive to obey Christ. You see, in another version, in the New International Version, it says we take every thought captive to make it obedient to Christ. Now, inasmuch as you're a Christian, you're always going to be tempted. There's not a time in your walk with God that you're not going to be tempted. Oh man, Jesus was tempted. Everybody that was great was tempted, but it's about how you overcome those temptations. You want to know that God is always on your side. You know that when you're being tempted, it's not God that's tempted you, because James chapter 1 verse 13 says, when tempted, no one should say God is tempting me, for God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone. I want you to know right now that in this journey, in the Christian faith, you're going to be tempted. Oh yes, crazy thoughts are going to fly through your mind every single day. You're going to want to do things that are outside of God's will, but it is left to you to decide whom you will serve. We're going to look at a list of people that made the right decisions. Joshua chapter 24 verse 15, he was talking to the Israelites. And he says, but if you refuse to serve the Lord, then choose today whom you will serve. But as for me and my family, as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Matthew chapter 6 verse 24 says, no one can serve two masters, for you will either hate one and love the other, or you will be devoted to one and despise the other. You have to choose whom you want to serve. You cannot serve two masters. You can only choose to serve one master, either God or the devil. You can either choose to follow the Word or the world. It's left to you. And I just want to leave this message out to you. Thoughts, good thoughts and evil thoughts are going to be battling your mind every single day. But it is left to you to decide whom you will serve. Will you serve God, the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob? Or will you serve the world? Will you serve the pleasures of this world? Will you want to do the things of this world? Will you want to disobey God? We cannot be disobedient to God in these end times. We got to be strong. And I hope that you were blessed by this message. See you next week at exactly 8:15. We're going to dive deeper. And God bless you.